Hello, everyone. We're excited to share with you guys what we got going on in our senior design project for Jenga Water in Tanzania. If you remember back to last forum, we were talking about uh, kind of where the project is at right now and what are some needs in the project, such as the need for a water distribution system, um, a wastewater system, and an irrigation system. So for this forum, we're going to be showing you some of the current designs we have, and we're going to want your feedback into what you think about those designs and maybe some improvements we can make to it. So Lane is going to be going over some details of the irrigation system. Trey's going to be talking about the wastewater system, and Bjorn's going to be talking about the water distribution system. Here's some of the current existing sites we have.
So yeah, if you can look here, you may not be able to see it well, but all these green circles are essentially the crop fields that we plan to the irrigation system will be watering. And if you look, currently they're just getting the water from a well and then storing it in these towers. We're trying to incorporate a water distribution center to make it easier access for them to get that water and then disposing of any other wastewater. And if you go over to the next slide to present layout, eh, we have a better, may not be able to see well, better representing of where the main buildings are of the area. And as you can see, it's all broken up, west side and east side. It's not many, but it'll do for now. And then to the other is our contour map showing us the elevation lines and basically the layout of our site that we will be working on.
So for the irrigation design, um, it's obviously a big farm, 50,000 acres, and it's probably not the most realistic to think to attack that all at one time. But as you can see on this picture right here, uh, the goal is to attack the irrigation system by separating the farm to a couple thousand acres at a time, and using a pipe system to make sure that every field, depending on what kind of crop, the water demand, uh, and the contours and the elevations of these fields gets the proper water that they need.
All right, so this is what we have so far for our wastewater design system. We decided it would be best because the farm is so large to split it up into one system on the east side and one system on the west side. This sheet shows you the design for the west side. Um, so far we have, or I have, I guess, all the pipes from the buildings leading to one area to take all the water from that one area to the distribution system down at the bottom. There's two treatment trains. Each treatment train can carry the full capacity of the demand for redundancy and for maintenance. If one treatment train has to go under maintenance, we can use the other one without any issues. Um, so far, I don't have any ideas on what exactly the layout will be, but I know there will be a bar screen, there will be pre-treatment, there will be primary clarification, aeration tanks, secondary clarification. There will be some sludge management that can be recycled into use for the farm for fertilizer, and there will be disinfection. Because the farm is so large, my initial idea was to have the water go back into the river that divides the farm, but because of distance and issues with all the crop fields, um, this is kind of what I decided so far is having a lagoon that has tilapia in it for extra filtration with the fish, and then that water can be used in whatever way it needs to. Um, so this is for the west side. If we switch over to the east side, it's basically the same thing. Um, and it's hard to tell, but all the pipes are going to follow the roadway system. And then we have basically the same thing on this side, two treatment trains, um, emptying out into a lagoon, a tilapia pond, and that um, should service all the people in this area as well as the people on the west side. But that's pretty much it for me so far. I'll have an exact layout of each treatment train done here in the near future once I figure out what exactly the layout will be. But I'll transfer it back over to Bjorn, and he'll talk about his wastewater or his sanitation water system design.
So hi everyone, my name is Bjorn, and I'm going to go over the water distribution system for the Jenga Tanzania project. As you can see, it's similar to Trey's layout for the west and east side. So for me, we have the area of disturbance a little bit bigger because I'm working on the upper side of the road, as you can see. My idea is to have two wells with two pumps, just because for redundancy, because there's troubles with pumps once in a while to just make sure that water can be provided. After that, the water is going to go into a sedimentation tank where just from the well, the sand in the water can just sink down and it's not going to be in the drinking water. After that, it's going to go to a UV filter treatment plant and to just make sure it's clean and good to drink. And from there, it's going to go back to another pump and pump it to a water tank structure and with a couple of tanks on top. We're still deciding on how much the demand is going to be. Right now, we have 6 on there, which basically means around 60,000 liters. And from there, we're going to go down to the road. And then similar to Trey, we're just going to follow the road and bring the water to all the facility that need it. For the east side, it's a very similar layout. The area of disturbance is going to be the same as for Trey for the wastewater. And it's basically the same idea. We have 2 wells for the redundancy, 2 pumps, a sedimentation tank again, a U filter treatment, another pump, and then which pumps it up to the water tanks, and then gravity is doing the rest for the most part, and bringing the water to all the facilities over the pipelines. And yeah, we still have to figure out with all the elevations where we might need more pumps to make sure everybody's getting the water and the right pressure. And yeah, that's what we have so far.
All right, we appreciate each and every one of you for watching this and being a part of something bigger. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free. We have a discussion on our website. Feel free to ask us any questions, and we'll do our best to answer them. Thank you.